Haven't done a video for a while. Basically, this one is going to be a dark and light olive damsel. Okay. So basically, what have I got in the hook vise? I have a bead with lead wire on it. It's a 3.5 tungsten bead, and the lead is overlapped 6 times at the front. And remember, fly tying is only about putting ingredients on the hook in the right order with a few basic techniques. So first we're going to put some olive thread over the top. And we just need to tighten that hook up in the vise. There we go. Bring the thread evenly along the body. Doesn't have to be exact. Like I say, my fly tying is nothing fancy. It catches a lot of fish, and that's all that matters. Bring the thread round the end, then back up the hook. Okay, so we need some olive marabou. And what I do is I wet the marabou first between the finger and thumb. Makes it easy to control. Touch it with a pair of scissors. I give it a little twist. Present it on top of a hook. Nip it to the hook, finger and thumb. Bring the thread over. Slacken it off. Hold the thread to the hook. Pull down. And that'll keep the marabou on top of the hook. Cut the excess away. There we go. And just to make it neat, wrap it down the hook a little way to roughly where you would be if it was a barbed hook. This one is not a barbed hook. Okay, what we're going to do is add some attraction. So this is crystal flash in olive. Okay. I'm going to put 3 strands one side of a hook, 3 strands the other side of a hook. And how do we do that? Well, we just put it alongside the hook, hold it there with your thumb, just bring the thread over. That's one side. And we do the same the other side. So that's the olive crystal flash added. Cut the excess away. I'm going to put a couple of strands of blue in this as well. This is a lovely material. Actually, we're going to put 3 strands of blue. Under the thread, pull it up. There we go, on top of the hook. One more couple of turns. There we go. That's lying there nicely. Cut the excess off. So that's the part of the dark part of this olive. Now the light, which is this straggle, this neon straggle. Don't know if you can see this neon straggle, 6mm. And again, all I do is put it behind the thread, pull it up on top of a hook, couple of turns. Bring the thread to the front of the hook and turn it the opposite way to the thread. Keep it fairly taut and try and get the fibres to stick out. If you do it roughly in touch and turns, hopefully several of the fibres will stay out. There we go. Couple of turns. Cut the excess off. We're going to get a needle just to tease out a couple more. That looks lovely. Couple more turns. Now we're just going to add an olive hackle. I strip the front part of the hackle off. Under the thread again. Funny enough, couple of turns again. We use hackle pliers on this one. You can just use your finger. I've gone over 3 times. Couple of turns again, just to secure it. Cut off the ends. Lick your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's brought the hackle back nicely. 3 half hitches, nothing fancy. Let's make it nice and simple. That will secure your fly. I have very, very few flies fall apart. You don't need all these fancy knots. Cut the excess thread, and there's your fly done. It can be used stalking. It can be used as a pull-and pattern. It's worked well on the last trip to Manningford. And it has worked well at Diva in the Diva Springs in the past and Rockbourne. Thank you very much.